100 years. That's how long Memorial Hermann has been serving our community.
Melissa Wilson stepped away from the anchor desk today. She joins us live in the Texas Medical Center. Melissa, the hospital is celebrating its 100th anniversary. Good to see you, Melly.
Well, good to see you. I miss you guys, but I am so happy to be here celebrating 100 years with this hospital, the first hospital here in the Texas Medical Center. See those gates behind me? That used to be the entrance, so ornate and so absolutely beautiful. So let's think back to 1925 for a moment. No antibiotics, open heart surgery considered more like science fiction. Now those are obviously very routine, taking place here every single day. I'm going to take you back in time, give you a little history lesson through the eyes of the Director of Interventional Cardiology. We are in the original hallways of Memorial Hermann. It is so absolutely beautiful. Here with Richard Smalling, who's been here 46 years. You have seen this place develop into something else, haven't you?
Absolutely. Actually, I started medical school here back in 72. And so I started in 72, did 3 years, and then went off to graduate school, came back. So 72.
Do you remember walking through these original doors right here?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's the first hospital in the medical center. George Hermann, at least the legend is that George Hermann was sort of a hypochondriac, and he would travel in his own train up to Mayo Clinic and get checked out, and then he would go over, I don't know, to New York or somewhere, get checked out, and then come back to Houston. And then he sort of felt bad for the people in Houston. He said that he thought that he would bequeath a large sum of money to build a hospital in Houston so people wouldn't have to go to these far places, so they get the best of the best.
And here you are.
And here we are. So,
I mean, you just look at the intricate detail all the way from the tile that's even in this part of it, and,
right,
and the beautiful structure. I mean, it was just so ornate.
It was very ornate. This area was also a courtyard. And in the early days of the hospital, many of the patients had tuberculosis. And so this would be a place where they would come out in their wheelchairs, get fresh air, and that supposedly was good for curing TB. So that's how it started.
Something very interesting happened up there.
Yeah.
Tell me what happened on those top floors.
All right, so on the top floor there, back in those days, that lighting wasn't very good, and those were the original operating rooms. And so they waited until the first of the morning where the sun was shining in the windows to do the operations. So that was basically a design for operating.
And it also gave them fresh air? Did they open windows, or how did that work?
Oh, fresh air blew through, you know, take
Was
the
there
smells
fresher
away.
air before? Now, I guess.
Maybe so. I think you'd have to think so, correct.
How incredible to see all of this.
Yeah.
And then major first heart surgeries right here,
Right
under
here.
these walls and these ceilings.
Well, yeah, the first cardiac catheterization in Texas was performed in this building in 1947 by Dr. Don Chapman.
Incredible. 100 years.
Yeah.
And you've been here almost half that time.
Oh, God.
What is the biggest change that you've seen in that amount of time?
I think, well, I tell you what, there's been an evolution. For instance, when I came back from residency and fellowship, we were just figuring out that heart attacks could be fixed. So by giving a clot-dissolving medicine, they did that in Germany, and we brought it back here. And so we set up a system where patients with heart attacks would actually get in the ambulance and get this clot-dissolving drug in the field, so by the time they got to the hospital, the arteries were already open.
I just think about if these walls could talk, how many people have been saved here, all the stories, all the difference in medicine, and a century has got to just be unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
And all morning long, we are going to take you back in time. That was really a glimpse at history. Next hour, I'm going to show you how far this hospital has come. So you saw that original building. Now that has spread out to 3 million square feet, even bigger plans for the future. That's coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. I'm also going to take you up on the helipad to find out how important life flight is for Houstonians. You're going to even hear from a patient later this morning who was saved by life flight, and he remembers the nurses there begging him him to stay alive until they got him here. Moments later, he was in an operating room and they saved his life. Remarkable stories coming out of here all morning long by people you may know, your neighbors who might work here, who've been treated here. They've touched so many lives in 100 years. Back to you guys.
Right.
Incredible. Looking forward to it, Melissa.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Good stuff.